What's up, y'all?
Squirrel and Biscuit.
Back again for like the 5th freaking time. Because
Biscuit's getting
I'm getting so irritated with my damn phone right now. I got so much junk on here because I take so many pictures. And I'm trying to go through it and just like erase a bunch of crap. When you're on the road, you're going to take like 5 million pictures. Like, because, well, all summer, like I said, we were working for a different company and we had a whole bunch of freedom, you know. We were stopping everywhere, man. And I have a thing about rocks. Like, I collect rocks.
Not the rock.
Not crack rocks.
Yeah, not crack rocks.
I mean real rocks.
I was about to say, you need to elaborate a little bit.
he collected rocks.
Crack.
And I mean like big rocks, man. Like, cause I save them, I use them as decorations in my yard, and I put them around my pond and stuff.
I will tell you that he's got so many rocks in the company we had before in the truck. I was like, dude, if we're overweight,
just chuck one out the door.
You're gonna have to throw one out the window.
We're like, I'll just leave you there and just keep driving.
I kind of wanted to start this off different. Squirrel, tell me a little bit about why you started trucking and how you got in.
For like the 3rd time before the damn thing cuts off on me. I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet because I want to make money.
The first one we had was great because it kind of threw him for a loop when I asked that. But this is the 3rd time we've tried this. And
well, I'll try so hard to keep it short and sweet. I was delivering pizzas for quite a few years, and delivering pizza pays really good if y'all ain't got nothing going on for yourself. If you want to bring home easily $200 a day. $150, $200 a day tax free, great job, awesome job. But I just came up with a 3-phase plan, and the first phase was to go get a driving job, and that driving job was delivering tires, and I didn't need a CDL for it. I just wanted it for the experience to put on my resume. And the second phase was to do this. This is the second phase right now. And the 3rd phase is to have my own truck. Be making that bank money.
Yeah, you can make like 180 grand a year owning a truck.
Yeah, they more than that. I mean, you could probably. I mean, if you were really, really good, you know how to hustle, you could bring home maybe 250, somewhere around 250. I think after taxes, though, to be honest, you probably bring home around 180. You're right, maybe 200. But that's how I got into this. Like, I did hotshot back in the day when I was young, and I was really stupid. I had 0 experience. I let this moron talk me into it, and the only reason I got into it was because of the money. He kept talking about how much money I was going to make, but he just kind of threw me in there, you know. And I had to learn everything the hard way, and I was getting so aggravated because the bottom of my heart, I didn't want to be out there in the first place. And if your heart ain't in it, you don't come out here and do this if your heart ain't in it. Go find something else to do, man. Or you're gonna be irritated a lot.
Yeah, you're gonna hate your life.
Yeah, you're gonna be irritated all the time, man. You're gonna miss home, especially when you're in your 20s and you're still in that party phase, and you got your girlfriend calling you on the phone or your best friends, and they're like, "Man, you missed out, man. We're having the greatest time," and you're sitting there in some parking lot sleeping in the back of a truck. Like, that gets really irritating really fast.
It does.
But the positive side of that is, if you're young and you got the discipline and you're out here hustling and you're making serious money, like house money, and your friends are at home smoking dope and just wasting their time away, screw them.
Let them. Your friends. That ain't the people you need to.
Let them, dude. Let them smoke their brains away. Who cares? Because, you know, you might be 25 years old and you're working hard and you feel like you're missing out on all these parties and good stuff. Trust me, you ain't missing nothing, man. I wasted a lot of years of my life partying, and I wish I could go back, man. I wish I could go back and just be a straight up hustler. Just making money.
When you're in your 30s and 40s and you're kicking back from working your tail off in your 20s,
and those the
same guys are gonna be bums asking you for money. I know a person he acted like my friend. He sent me a message when I talked to him in years. And
So what do you guys feel like $10?
Yeah, he, no, it was $13.
Oh my God.
$13 was like, nah, man.
No. Those guys that are partying right now and have no ambitions, no nothing going on, they're gonna be pushing shopping carts when they're 40 years old, man. I'm telling you.
Work ethic is
And all
key.
those stories that they're good at telling, those stories are old. Nobody cares anymore. And that dude, that friend of yours that had the 6-pack, used to get all the ladies, he ain't got that 6-pack no more, trust me. And the ladies don't care.
But I got into trucking. I was doing, I was in the fast food industry, and
That's how he got the name Biscuit.
Yeah.
Because he was the biscuit engineer at Bojangles.
Yeah,
I used to call him the biscuit engineer.
I worked at Bojangles, and it wasn't like, I didn't have any bills, but I just have so much drive to make money. It wasn't enough. I mean, I was working 60, 70 hours a week and only bringing home like $500-600 a week.
Yeah.
And it wasn't enough. So I was like, I got to do something. So I seen this job thing online for truck driving. I was like, a lot of my family's truck drove before. One of my uncles owns a truck.
My father-in-law was a career truck driver.
And, you know,
he is a pain in the ass, but I love him so much, and I know he'd be so proud of me sitting here looking at me right now.
I was like, you know what? I'm going to get into it. And I ended up getting into it, and, you know, one thing led to another.
You gotta ask yourself, like, if you want to get in this job, you gotta ask yourself, are you the kind of person that doesn't mind being away from home all the time? If you're introverted, maybe, and you like to travel. I will tell you this, because I was thinking about this when I was in the bathroom taking it. That was a good fart, man.
Popcorn.
That was a man fart.
That was a man fart.
I was thinking about this when I was taking a piss earlier in the stall. I was like, man, this is not the job for somebody who's really bashful. Like, if you're that person that leaves work to go home and take a dump because you can't take a dump in a public toilet, this is not the job for you.
Hey, I'm talking here.
Yeah, this is not the job for you if you're a bashful person, man. You gotta be rough and rugged, dude.
Yeah, and so you won't be able to take showers every day.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to shower every day.
It sucks.
I mean, you could. Once you build up your points, you get your Love's card going, you got infinite showers and stuff. If you're a solo driver, you could take showers every day. So that's a lie. I mean, you could if you set your mind to it. But
yeah, I mean, solo
a lot of times, you're probably not going to want to, though. Because it's not like you got anybody to impress. As long as you're brushing your teeth, it's not like, as long as I have to brush my teeth. When I wait, like every day, I got to brush my teeth. That'll drive me insane.
Now, what he brushes it with, we don't know.
Yeah. But, whatever. Skipping a day, like taking a shower every other day. I mean, a lot of drivers do that, man.
Yeah.
And, oh my God. Earlier, I go in the bath. Don't be this guy, okay?
Oh my
I go in the
God,
bathroom
dude,
earlier, and there was this freaking weirdo washing his feet in the sink. Why? Don't be that. Why are you that guy? What the hell was your mama teaching you? And what was on your feet?
You don't wash your feet
in the sink. What is wrong with you?
I mean, it's like you don't pee in the sink.
Yeah.
So
I'm like, dude, what the hell is wrong? Go buy a shower.
Instead of washing your feet, wash your whole body. I mean.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Why? Don't be that guy that takes. We've talked about this before. Don't be that guy that takes a bath in the sink. Take a damn shower. You know?
It's free as long as you pump 50 gallons worth of fuel.
Yeah, you pump 50 gallons, you get a free shower. And that actually equals 2 showers when you're at a team.
And another thing is really good is if you don't like taking dumps with a lot of people or the stalls are dirty, if you got enough showers built up, use a shower.
That doesn't literally mean take a dump in the shower.
Yeah.
It means the shower room for all you challenged people out there.
There's a lot of them. Yeah, don't shit in the shower.
Yeah, we don't do that.
We don't do that. That's a no-go.
And don't make a crazy mess in there either. People got to clean that up. Your mama don't work here. Have some sense.
Have some sense. What's another thing? I got 12 kids.
Yeah, and they're all ugly. By the same woman. I will tell you, if you like to travel, you're gonna love this job, man. We've gone so many places I never thought in a million years.
Places you don't even. Places like you think just you'll never be able to see them. And let me tell you, you think these places are awesome in the movies and the videos and the pictures. You have no idea how pretty these places are.
I want to say this before I forget, because my mind wanders. I should have mentioned this in the safety video. We go to a lot of really pretty places and really cool places, but we also go to a lot of very dangerous places.
Yes.
And if you're really scared about going to really dangerous places, I can tell you the best advice. Just get in and get out. Do exactly what you need to do.
Tell them what our motto is whenever we're going to those places.
What's that?
However, we're not even wiping.
Oh, yeah.
We always say we're going to get in and get out. We're not even going to touch the toilet seat. We're just going to hover and we're not wiping.
Just take a dump, pull up your pants, and run. Don't even wipe. But what I'm really trying to say is, being serious, you're gonna go to some dangerous, very scary places sometimes, and don't freak out. Don't let your anxiety get to you, because all you need to do is just concentrate on the mission. The mission is to get to that yard, get in the yard, dump or pick up, and then just get the hell out of there. That's all you got to do. You don't have to go talking to the locals, going into gas stations. You don't need to do any of that. Make sure you got gas. Gas up in safe places. You have zero excuse to stop in a city to get gas.
Yeah,
There's all these truck stops on the way, because if you're an OTR truck driver, and we're trying to put this video out to you, all you over the road drivers. This ain't for local drivers. Being a local, I have no idea. Like, my experience being a local driver was by driving a box truck, which is different. We're talking to all the OTR drivers. You have no reason to be messing around inside a city. You have no reason to get out of that truck unless it breaks down. And even if it does break down, if you're in a really bad spot, just call your dispatch, call your road rescue, and don't get out of that truck. Like the other night, we was in South Side of Chicago. I was like, oh my God.
Dude, the way that yard was down a literal dirt road.
Yeah, we talked about that in the other video, but all I want to say is, just don't let your anxiety get to you. Just concentrate on the mission. Keep your eye on the bouncing ball. That's all you got to do, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Well.
And don't talk to strangers.
Stranger danger.
Yeah, I mean, that applies. When people walk up to you, have that look on your face that person that you really don't want to try.
And he has it.
I'm an expert at that.
He has it. If I'm walking by myself, man, I get all kinds of, hey man, you got some money, hey man, you got some money.
I just give some people a look and they're like, oh, that guy's he's just not fun. I'm gonna leave him alone.
And I'm normally a nice guy. I'll give him a chance, but if I'm with Squirrel here, I'll just be like, nope. I look at Squirrel. Squirrel looks at them.
I don't want nothing to do with whatever it is you selling.
A lot of them just...
I got my own problems, and I feel for people that are in real situations, but you got to understand that I come from a background and I've been exposed to and seen a lot of really disgusting things in my life, so it's really hard for me to trust people and really take their word. And that's a terrible thing, because I know there's a lot of people that truly are hurting out there, and they don't want to hurt nobody. They just want to get along, but it is what it is, man. And I got to survive out here too, because I'm thousands of miles away from home, and the only person I have to depend on is this guy. So like, I'm not into anything that people come up to me and ask me, like, just no, I don't want nothing to do with them.
You remember that one guy when we parted at the TA? He came up And I talked to him at first, and you're like, "No, don't do it. Don't do it." I rolled the window down. He was like, "Hey man, hey, can I clean the inside of your trailer and your wheels for a cheeseburger?"
Yeah, yeah.
I said
That was in New Mexico, wasn't it?
I can't remember.
No, he wanted to I think he had like a little detailing spot around the corner. And I was like, or was that somebody else?
It was somebody else.
Was that the same day we went into that little Mexican place and got that burrito?
No. This was a different place. It was.
Okay.
I don't know how to say it.
What, a stink hole?
No, I don't know how to. It was a man. He came up to the truck. Said, "Hey man, can I clean your wheels and inside your trailer for some money or a cheeseburger?" I was like, "I ain't got no cash." He's like, "Man," he said, "Man, my family's inside." He's like, "All you gotta do, if I clean it, if you can just buy us a cheeseburger." And then, I want to say what he said. I want to, but I don't think it's smart for me to say what he said.
Yeah, maybe not. What he's getting at, y'all, is you're going to have a whole lot of people approach you and try to hustle you. They're always going to,
what it was.
They're always going to have a sob story. And some of them might be true, but is it really worth it? Because you're out here, you're trying to work. You are number one in your own world. You need to look out for you. So just don't put blinders on, but concentrate on the mission, and that's all that matters. Because there's too many demons in this world, and I'm not wasting my time with not one of them.
Yeah, I mean, and in this job, obviously, for the OTR drivers, especially the new ones that haven't started yet but plan on starting, if you got kids or you got loved ones, I mean, you're gonna miss out on some pretty important things.
Yeah, you gotta be ready for that.
And it's gonna suck. It is. And
I'll tell you, man, that I literally just lost somebody very recently, and I'm out here on the road, and you think I don't want to freak out? You think I don't want to jump on a plane and go home? Of course I do. But I gotta be on my man shit too. I gotta be out here, I gotta keep it together. I gotta keep the mission, I gotta keep the show going. I gotta worry about him. I gotta worry about this truck. I gotta, you can't let that stuff at home bother you. People, stuff's gonna happen when and there's nothing you can do about it. And when you're thousands of miles away from home, you gotta keep it together. You can't crack under pressure,
especially when you're with teens, because I mean, like he said, I mean he's going through a rough patch right now, and he's got a lot of things going on. But your teammate has to uplift you. I mean, you can't
motivate. Yeah, I mean, support.
Yeah, I mean, if say something bad happens to whoever's watching, something, God forbid, something happens to someone's family member or something, your teammate can't just be like this. Gloomy,
yeah.
Whatever. I mean, you got to have that support system. You have to. If not, then you're never going to get along.
And I'll tell you another story. Talk about supporting each other, man. Last summer, when we went to California and I got COVID. I know I talked about that in one of my past videos, but that's no lie. I never got COVID until I went to California. I never got sick, nothing. I was totally fine. But that's the advantage of having teams, man, because I sat in the back of that freaking truck for 3 days while he drove. He drove every day. He parked when he had to. But I took a bunch of NyQuil because I was miserable. I was so miserable, man.
You can't be that douchebag like, oh, if you're not driving, I'm not driving.
No, dude. He kept, because if the truck's not moving, we're not making any money, dude. So I took a whole bunch of NyQuil, and I was dead to the world for 3 days. And even when I came out of it, because I just sat there in the back of the sleeper for 3 days, just dead to the world. And even when I came out of it and I was kind of somewhat functional, I still felt like crap for a week or two. I mean, that was the worst.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, so a support system's good, especially when team driving, because especially if you build that relationship. Because I drove, no questions asked. I didn't say a word about it. I could tell he couldn't do it. I asked him, I said, "Are you good?" He said, "No." So we pulled over. I drove. I handled all the phone calls that we had to make. You know, I handled everything. But I knew that if something like that ever happened to me, that he would do the exact same thing for me.
Yeah, you have to. You don't have a choice, man. You got to. I mean, that's... My dad was a big military guy his whole life. And he always said something to me that I'll never forget. When he meets somebody that he don't like, he won't talk trash about him or say something mean. He'll just shrug his shoulders and be like, "I wouldn't want him in my foxhole." And if you don't know what a foxhole is, you can look it up. And I ain't talking about the animal. But it's the opposite of that. Is what I'm trying to say is, you want a guy with you that you want in your foxhole, because that's your battle buddy. That's who you have with you. That's your support system. You know, I hope that makes sense to y'all. If you didn't grow up in a military family, I wasn't in the military. I got a lot of military in my family, so I get a lot of those little metaphors and stuff.
They'll understand it because I understood it, and I don't have anybody in the military. I know what you mean. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how else to explain it.
I mean, if they don't get it by now, they ain't gonna get it. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. I'll tell you, I want to touch more on the adventure part of it, though, man. I don't want to be too serious in some of these videos because I try to keep it light.
For the past couple of videos, we talked about safety and other things.
Yeah. I could tell y'all some fun places to go. Like Utah. Utah.
Gorgeous.
I think every human being should see Utah before they die. Utah is so pretty, y'all. And when you get on I-70 coming out of Nevada into Utah, when you're headed east, be on the lookout for those little pullover places where you can look out, because when you're going through Utah, there's this spot, and it's basically what it is. It's the back side of the Grand Canyon. They call it something else canyon. I can't remember what it is.
I can't remember either.
It is absolutely amazing. Because for y'all that have grown up on the East Coast, or like the little middle states around there or whatever, you know, when you come out to the west, you're gonna feel like you're on a totally different planet, dude. Especially when you go to Arizona and California for the first time, you're gonna be like, this is like, wow. The scenery is just insane.
Another thing is food on the road is fast food. We got lucky the past couple days.
Yeah.
It took us forever to find a diner because, I mean, once or twice a week we treat ourselves to a diner.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't. It's about $20, $25 depending on what you get.
That's about the one thing you really have to look forward to when you're out here, y'all, is the damn diners. And tip your waitress. Don't be a jerk.
Yeah, tip your waitress.
And don't be a jerk to the waitress either. Don't be like grab assing and, you know, because you will get your butt whooped pretty quickly.
Show some class. Seriously.
Be classy. And I'll tell you one thing. First of all, you're going to be going to the same truck stops all the time.
These people are going to.
So you're going to see these people more than once. I promise you. And that leads me to another thing. Road rage. When y'all are driving down the road and some trucker pisses you off, or maybe he flicks you off, or whatever, it doesn't matter.
It happened today.
I guarantee you there's a very good chance that you're going to see that guy down the road, because he might stop at the same truck stop you happen to stop at. Or he might pull over in the same rest area you happen to pull over at. So you need to ask yourself, is it worth it? Because most of the time it's not worth it.
Are you ready to throw hands with somebody because
over something really stupid? It's not worth it, man. And nowadays, people are so sensitive and dumb, and they'll lash out over nothing. It's like, it's not worth it, man. just let the guy go or whatever, or wave at him, you know? Most of the time waving at him pisses him off more than the finger. That's what I do.
And a lot of these truck drivers are rugged. Like they're old. They don't give two craps about what goes on.
A lot of them, they have zero patience, man. Zero patience. I had a guy, you seen Stumpy the other day, leaning his big old turkey neck out the window screaming at me over nothing.
What?
Remember?
That was today. No.
No, that was yesterday.
That guy just flipped you off today.
No, I'm talking about the guy in the truck stop. That big fat bastard.
I don't
rolled down. I didn't even know what he was saying. I just let him do this. I'm like, I don't pay people no mind.
He said that big old fat bastard.
I don't pay people no mind, man. I let you get mad. If you want to get mad, I'm gonna let you get mad.
It's stupid. I mean, most of the stuff that people road rage over is like
It's
the
ridiculous.
finger or something just retarded. I mean,
Everyone's in a hurry to go nowhere, y'all. Now everyone thinks that whatever they're doing is the most important thing in the world.
our next video, I think we should do change it up a little bit.
Yeah, I can't wait till we can do these videos outside the truck.
Oh, that's something that our viewers, the few viewers we have.
Yeah, like all two of you.
Yeah, all two of you. You're super important to us. And
And the one that's paying attention.
Yeah, and the ones that comment, we really do pay attention to the comments.
Yeah.
Because we got so many of them. But yeah, we were scrolling through the one comment, and you know,
they're watching them. It's gonna take a while to get it up there, man.
We got some pretty big things planned. For
I
the
think
next
once we
couple months.
start doing the videos outdoors,
we are, but that's I want to keep that secret.
Yeah.
That's gonna be super cool.
I mean, I want to, yeah, because I know that y'all don't want to watch videos of us sitting in this truck. I know you don't, because I don't like watching videos of people sitting in the truck.
We're also, because people's attention span, shit.
No, oh, I know, dude. That's why people like TikTok so much. TikTok, I hate that stupid website.
You watch your mouth.
I hate that dumbass
Watch your
website.
mouth.
That site is communist trash. I hate it.
Everything, dude. Everything with Squirrel is communist.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, that's
I'm
what
not going
it
to
is.
communist
It's
state. I'm not going
Chinese
to
communist
place.
garbage is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, we do got some pretty big things coming. I mean, it's not drastic, but we think it's going to be super cool, and we got to enjoy it for y'all to enjoy it. So
Yeah.
What's coming in the
We
next
just
few
gotta get
months,
some stuff together and get some nice weather, man. Cause we're in some crappy weather right now, dude.
It's rained since about what 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, we want to be able to be outside the truck and moving around and stuff, but it's just not happening for a little bit. But
Yeah.
once we get home, we can get some supplies and throw them on the truck.
If y'all want us to do a specific video, like I said before in the last video, maybe not on a specific company, because we've only worked for 2 companies, so we can only tell you about the 2 companies we work for. But if you want to know tips and tricks, or it doesn't even have to be about trucks.
Or yeah, if you got questions about something, just ask us in the comments. We'll talk about it.
I mean, life advice from Squirrel. I mean, I don't have much of it. Or you just want advice in general.
I'll tell you, because I mean, that's the other thing. Like, we want to make other videos because we have other hobbies. I mean, he's into race cars. He's got his race car. I got my motorcycle. I like cars, lifted trucks and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do stuff like that when I get a chance. It's just we're not home very often, and we have to do this schedule, what we're doing right now, for at least another 2 months, because we want to lease our own truck, but we can't do it for another 2 months. And that's a whole other story.
And when we do that, we'll explain the whole process.
Oh yeah,
to you
when
too.
we lease our own truck, y'all, man, we're gonna have so much freedom, man. I can't wait. And the dough. Oh.
And that is when our videos are gonna get not because of the money that we're making.
And I'm getting me a Corvette, y'all. I can't wait, man. I talk about it all the time. I can't wait to get my Corvette.
Yeah, we'll be driving the squirrels like, man, look how cheap this C8 is, man. Look at this.
And I'm getting me a nice vet. I can't wait.
And I mean, I don't have a Corvette.
You know what? That reminds me though, man. I should talk about that. Y'all get into this and you start making money. See, I'm older. I'm more mature now. I've learned a lot of lessons in life. You younger 20-somethings, if you're really into fast cars and just fast life, you better think real hard. If this is the job you want to hold down and you want to make money, you better think really, really hard before you go out and buy that Mustang or that Vet or something, because if you get speeding tickets, I'm telling you, I told you all that story earlier, you're going to lose your CDL, and then all that money's going to go away.
Well,
so you need to think real hard about that.
With me being young, I still have the niche for speed. I like to go fast, so I bought a drag car. So
yeah, go to a track, go somewhere where you can tear it up.
Instead of me doing it on the street, I do it on the strip.
Or like, I want to, instead of getting back into crotch rockets, because I miss riding crotch rockets, but it's too much of a liability, man. I'm like, man, I'll just go get me a jet ski and I can rip it on the lake, you know?
Crotch rockets, jet skis, and motorcycles is like his thing. He has been asking me to get a motorcycle, not a crotch rocket, a motorcycle for like the past 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, you need to get a bike, man, so we can go ride.
I'm not against it.
Yeah, but like I said, I want to get a jet ski because it's it's a lot less liability. I mean, yeah, it's dangerous and all that, but it's a lot less liability as far as me losing my CDL from getting a damn speeding ticket.
And one more thing, because I think we're getting to the closing point or near it.
Yeah, we're getting ready to go to sleep in a minute.
Is that this video is going on my channel. He has a separate channel. Our channels are not just gonna be, you know, us talking about truck things. I'm gonna have my race car stuff on my channel.
Yeah.
He's gonna have his bike stuff on his, and when we're together, we're gonna make videos.
Yeah, I mean,
together.
you can see a little bit of my bike stuff on there right now, but that bike stuff I got on there now is old. That's like from over a year ago when I first got that bike. I dressed it up and I changed a bunch of stuff on it, but I don't even know if I'm gonna have that bike very much longer. I might trade it for something else.
Well, from Biscuit, me personally, you won't probably see any racing videos because the car is currently getting built right now. And
yeah, but you could document all that stuff too, man.
Yeah,
they might like that. And,
yeah,
I mean, truckers, they all like cars and stuff. I'm sure they do.
Yeah. So.
And I try to do my stuff classy, man. Like, I love lifted trucks. I have a lifted truck, but I ain't into that sissy squatting crap. I hope you God I hate that stuff.
His truck is badass. It is badass.
I hate it. Why would you squat your damn truck? What is wrong with you? I like classy builds, man. Anything I build is going to look classy. It's going to be timeless. Remember this, if I tell y'all anything when it comes to cars and bikes, less is more. Less is more is what wins trophies, what gets people's attention, you know? And if you don't know what less is more means, you probably have shit taste.
Yeah, I mean, when a lot of these car guys, like, I don't consider myself necessarily a car guy. I just like to go fast, and I found a way to do it legally.
Yeah.
So
it's cool doing it on the track, man. That's why I was talking about the autocross thing, man.
That would be fun too.
Yeah.
I really like I could get a dirt bike, and we're gonna like use dirt bike track.
Man, I get a Vet, dude, I'm taking that thing to the track. Not the drag strip, I mean the round track. That's when you find out if you really know how to drive.
And we just keep on. But one more thing is that you can be friends with your co-driver outside of work. There's been a couple times where I've hung out with him outside of work, and we have talked about doing things outside of work. Like, that's a good thing to do to keep y'all's relationship good and healthy. And that sounds kind of weird.
Yeah, but I mean, it's hard though, because when it's on the other side of that, it's like, man, I've been with this guy for freaking 3 weeks, man. I want to go home. And this other side, I want to chill with my wife. I want to do this, that, and the other things, like, you know. So it's kind of hard to plan stuff like that sometimes.
Well, we planned that out like months ahead of time.
Yeah. We're going to close it out though, y'all. I think we've laid enough knowledge and
Yep.
stuff, and information on you for now. It's just all 2 of our viewers. Maybe we'll have 3 tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah, subscribe to my
Yeah.
channel. Subscribe to Squirrel Man.
Yeah, what you're watching now, this is on Biscuit's channel. But you can jump back and forth to Squirrel. That's me.
Yeah.
You know, we were using my phone before, but the damn thing keeps screwing up. I don't know. I gotta erase a bunch of stuff. All right, y'all. Good night. Common Sense ain't common.